Hello YouTube, how's it going? Retro Dave Nintendo back again, and yes, it's pickups video time. Got a nice selection of bits and pieces to show you. Kind of this stuff I've had for like the last few months. I've just kind of shown you some bits, not the others, and kind of saved up a few things, and basically bundled it all into a video. So it's a bit of a mixed bag of stuff. I'm sure you're all gonna love it. I've also got on a new t-shirt. So this is a turtle head outline on a t-shirt. My brother bought me 2 Turtles t-shirts back from Oklahoma. This is one of them. I've got another one, a grey one with a turtle van on. I'll show you that one another time. So I've got a mixed bag of stuff, and we will start off with probably the bulkiest item, I think. Again, I've had this a little while. Some of you have probably already seen this. If you are regular viewers and have been on Instagram and Facebook in the last couple of months. I basically picked up a Super Nintendo console box. So this is box only with polystyrene insert and paperwork. So there's no console, it's just the box, but obviously I'm looking at some point I will build this up into a full package. So if I grab a console bundle at some point or whatever, over the course of the next months or years, I can add this to the box and make it a complete set. I've already got the game, loose cartridge, so if I can find an instruction manual and a console and the leads, that'll be good to go. So yeah, really like the artwork on this one. It's in nice condition. It's got a few light marks and creases as to be expected of something of the age, but it's nothing too horrific. Overall, very pleased. And I think this was about 20 quid. 20 quid. It was something like that. It's been months. I've had it sat months. I just haven't shown it for some reason. I've kind of kept it on the shelf and not bothered picking it up. But Street Fighter 2 Turbo box set, really happy with that, really like that. And again, I've got a few system variants now. Really enjoy collecting the console variants. It's something I'm going to be looking at doing a little bit more of, but there's only certain systems that I want, and that is some NES and SNES ones. So yeah, going to keep my eye out for a few more of those, but for now, happy with that. Next up, I'm going to show you, I'll just do a couple of quick fire bits now. My missus found this on a Facebook group the other week and just said, this has popped up on Facebook, and she read it out the description, and she said there's a Game Boy with games, 5 games, and she read the games out. I was like, yeah, and I'm pretty sure I had all of them, and I said, well, how much is it? She said, a £5. I said, a £5? She said, yeah. I said, well, tell him we'll have it. So she was like first in. You know these Facebook pages work. It's kind of first come first serve. Not that they all stick to that rule, but yeah. So 5 quid. We said, well, fucking we'll pop over and go and get it. So it's a blue Game Boy Pocket, and it's actually in not too bad condition. It was a little grubby, a little dirty when we picked it up. I've baby wiped it and give it a clean up. The screen has got just a very few faint marks on, but other than that, it's not bad at all. Comes with Mario Land, which is in nice condition, which is probably worth a £5 all on its own. And it come with nothing too special. Some Looney Tunes. I can't read the label because it's all worn away. It's a Looney Tunes game, and they're all standard titles. Dr. Mario, Balloon Kid's a pretty good one, and the Game Boy Gallery 5-in-1. Now I've literally got this because it was a £5, and it's going to basically live in my van. So if I'm at work in my lunch break, or someone's delayed in getting to the appointment, I can just throw it on. So I've got a blue Game Boy Pocket already up there, and the games, some of these I've already got boxed, so I'm just going to put them in the van for a £5. I've got batteries in it, so yeah, it's going to live in the van, so if I get a spare bit of time I can throw it on. If it gets run around or scratched, doesn't really matter. So yeah, grab that for a £5. So yeah, thank the missus for that one. And also, she come up trumps, at her work. They were doing a raffle, and she saw the prizes and saw this. And I thought, oh, I've got to enter it, you know, and see if I can win it. So she paid £1 for 2 tickets, 2 raffle tickets, and it's only a small raffle for where she works. Pardon me. So she paid £1, and on one of them, one she lost, and the other one she won this. So you could kind of say it's like 50p, right? And she goes, I've got a little surprise for you when you get home from work. I was like, okay. So I've come home. And she goes, oh, are you ready? I was like, yeah. So I'm thinking, what the hell she got? What the hell she got me? I was thinking she got me like a bar of chocolate, so I didn't quite know what was going on. And then she presented me with this. A Game & Watch mini classics, or what they're called, yeah, mini classics. So this cost her £1 for 2 tickets, so you can say it's 50p. But this is quality. Little mini Game & Watch keyring things. It's still brand new. They're from 1998, and I'm pretty sure I had a set of these from Argos years and years ago, and I actually opened them back then. I don't know whatever happened to them. I don't know. I've moved house a few times since then. But it's basically got the Mario Brothers, like the scrolling platform one, and the Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, on a mini keychain. But I'm just going to keep them in the packet, to be honest. You know, she won them for us. They're official Nintendo, and they're not doing no harm in there. I've already got the Mario one on a proper Game Watch anyway, so I'm probably going to keep this in its blister pack. Yeah, why not? So, awesome. Really happy to have that, and that'll go in the Game & Watch collection, which is up there. Shelf is looking pretty full for the Game & Watch stuff, but I'm sure I'll make some room for that, so that's pretty awesome. Right, moving on, I have got a pretty uncommon video. Never seen this before. It's the Super Mario Brothers All-Stars promotional video. And there's the front of it. It just says Nintendo and Mario All-Stars on it. Now, I saw this on eBay, and first of all, I messaged Richard Turner. I mean, this is going back a good couple of months, easy. I texted him and said, I know you're into your videos. I've spotted a video. Not sure if you're interested. So I sent him a link to it first off. Thought, well, if he wants it, bang on, let him have it. And Richard said he didn't really want it at the time, so I thought, bollocks to it, I'll get it myself then. So I picked it up. Super Mario All-Stars video. It says, with exclusive hints and tips on all 4 games in Super Mario All-Stars, including the mind-numbingly difficult Lost levels, plus a visit to Gremlin Software House to see exactly how the amazing Nigel Mansell's World Championship game was created. This video is a must for all Nintendo fans. You'll meet the infamous Nintendo hotliners who will give you some invaluable tips on Super Mario All-Stars and all the latest releases, which are sure to improve your gameplay skills. Packed with fun, facts and all the excitement of the games themselves, this is a fascinating and entertaining insight into the world of Nintendo. And it's got the UK Fairham branch of Nintendo there, which is the same as their demo cart, so it's kind of come from them. And it's pretty cool because I saw this because Pete Snestastic has actually got a copy of this already uploaded on his channel. It's quite an old video, you should have to have a scroll through. Because I obviously haven't got the means to watch the VHS at the moment, because I actually got rid of my video player a few years ago, but I thought it's a bit of a novelty item to stick in my kind of like peculiar items or rare items central shelf here, and it's pretty smart because you get to see, like I said, inside the Club Nintendo area. I used to phone up Club Nintendo back in the day, especially for Zelda 2. I used to always get stuck on that game. And I used to ring up the hotline. I've probably rung it about half a dozen times in my life for various games, but the most of it was for Zelda. So yeah, it's pretty cool to kind of see the inside of that place where I was once upon a time phoning in. So that's pretty smart. So All Stars video, happy to have that, and that's going to be put back up there next to my SNES. Now, continuing with promotional Nintendo stuff. Now, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with these Club Nintendo magazines that I've been holding up recently, but in this issue in particular, this is the issue they start in 1992, the end of 92 coming to 93. they obviously changed the competition prizes that you can win. People, you know, you'd send in like drawings, people just send in pictures they've drawn of Mario, whatever. Well, in here, it shows you things like rucksacks and posters and kites and stuff like that. And then they actually show you some prizes here of these kids with these like boxed NES games. Right, now I remember I had this issue back in the day. I wondered, oh my god, that'd be awesome. I wonder what game they are and how'd you get one of them. I never entered or nothing, you know. I was never like kind of encouraged to, you know, enter the competitions. I never thought I'd win them or anything like that. And I just looked and thought, oh my god, that'd be awesome to have one of those like box games. And I've never seen these games for sale ever. Well, until recently, I stumbled across one on eBay and I couldn't believe it. I just kind of did the usual, scrolled through the new listed items, and I saw that box and I thought, I know exactly what that is. Now the box is pretty bashed up, but I took it on the basis that it is unusual and that I have not seen one of these since I've been collecting. I'm going back, you know, 9 years ago. I've never seen one listed, and if there has been one, I've obviously missed it, but I've not actually seen one. So it's got to be pretty uncommon. So this is it. It's Club Nintendo with compliments, and the game is actually handwritten on the box. Now you ain't going to be able to see it on camera, but I can see in the magazine that they've also got handwritten writing for what the game is, but it's written kind of down there on the 2 in the picture. It's written further down the bottom of the box, but you know, I guess these boxes would have come from the Fairham site as well, HQ, and they would have just basically picked a game, wrote it on the front, stuck the game in, and sent it off to the winner. So literally, I mean, the box, you know, it is pretty bashed up, to be honest. I have got it in a Sentinel case to keep it, you know, in good shape, or preserve what's left of it. It is missing one of the flaps and so on, but it's got the game in there. So that's the early Mattel version 5-screw as well of Clu Clu Land. The game's not too bad. It's not the best game in the world, but again, you know, I wanted it purely for the history of it. You know, if it was Clu Clu Land on its own, I probably would have been in such a rush to pick it up. Just the fact that it had the special Club Nintendo box is really the real reason that I picked this up. So I'm really happy to have that. You know, it's something quite unusual. Now, going on to the next items, I've got a couple more NES games. Really enjoying my shooters at the minute. I've been playing, now I've got my setup changed behind camera, which I will show you at some point. I've been playing a lot of shooters. Really enjoying it. I've got the arcade sticks set up, the NES Advantage and the Super Nintendo Advantage joysticks. Because I've got the room, I've offed the Dreamcast. I've spread it all out now, and I can actually have the arcade sticks basically next to the console, ready to play. So whereas before they were kind of like on the shelf, in the box, you know, it's a bit more of a pain in the arse to get it all out. But now they're all set up ready, all you've got to do, plug it in, go. But really enjoying the shooters. I picked up a shooter that I was playing on my emulator for ages. Just been playing it on there because it's the only way I could have played it. And then a copy came up for sale. I'm going back a few months again, and I thought, right, I'm going to have that. It's a USA release, but it was in the UK, so I thought, right, I'm going to grab it while I can. Really, really good game, and that is Gun-Nac. Yeah, fantastic game. I'm sure, hopefully, some of you know what this game is already. It's kind of like it's a vertical shooter, which is my favourite. I really prefer the vertical shooters over the horizontal. It's kind of a weird kind of Japanesey shooter. You know, I'm hoping you guys are going to know more about it than I do. But you can see by the screenshots, you'll see exactly what I mean. By the weird looking bosses. It's a really good little game. Yeah, the power ups are cool. I just love it. It's a really cool game. They're well worth checking out if you can. We'll give a bit of box porn. There's a little bit of light wear on the top. Yeah, it's not too bad. not too bad at all. It's fully complete. I'm not going to get it all out. It's got a large manual. Actually, I might as well show you the manual if anything. It's really tall. It's almost like a SNES manual. I'm not going to get it back in now. Let's get it back in. There we go. Yeah, so it's got a weird manual. The NES manuals are quite small, but this is quite a big one. So yeah, Gun-Nac, really cool little game. And again, at some point when I've got the means to do it, I shall do a gameplay of this. When I say the means, I've changed my setup as I've said before, and I haven't got the cable to connect to my capture device at the minute. So yeah, at some point I'll get back into doing that. So that's Gun-Nac. Now, next up on the shooters, this actually come very recently, as in this week. How did I see this? I can't remember if I saw a picture on Instagram or I was scrolling through eBay and saw a picture. I can't remember now. It was a few weeks ago, and I saw this game and thought, well, that looks interesting. And because it's a shooter and it's by Taita, I thought, wow, what's this? Never heard of it before. So I scrolled through eBay as you do, searching it out. And it's quite a cheap game. And I found this one in basically factory sealed condition, bar the top part of the cellophane. And it was so cheap. I'll show you. So it's called Sky Shark. And you can see it's basically still in its original wrapping all the way around, apart from the top. There's the back, so it's still, you can see the seam there, H seam across, so it's basically still in its wrapper. If you can see, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on the screen, but basically it's ripped round like that, so the top's open, so it's in absolute mint condition. It looks like it's been played literally a couple of times. So it's still in its bag and everything, so totally mint condition. And I mean, I looked at a gameplay and thought, right, it can't be that bad. And the screenshots aren't really very clear. But the best of ways to describe it is it plays like 1942, 1943, kind of the little plane vertical shooter. And I thought, right, I'm all over that. This game. This was £10 plus postage from America, was on about £8 something. So £18.40, something like that, 18 quid, delivered from the States, and it's in like, you know, mint condition. So you can't argue. You cannot argue with that. And it's tough. It's a tough game. I can't get off the first level, but then again, I've only played it for about 10 minutes so far. A tough little game, but a Taito release, vertical shooter, in this condition for a tenner, I'll have that. That's awesome. So yeah, really happy to have that and add that one into my collection of shooters. Okay, moving on to a couple of Super Nintendo games. These are loose cart. Again, had these a fair few months as well. This is a game. Next one is a game. Plays like, looks a little bit like Legend of Mystical Ninja, kind of that Japanese kind of like action platforming shooter. It's not really a shooter, but it's like a platformer, but it's got like leveling up elements as well. You know what I mean. It's Pocky and Rocky. So if you're familiar with the game, you'll know exactly what I'm trying to do. It's quite hard to explain, but it's very Japanesey game. And it looks like Legend of Mystical Ninja when you play it. It's kind of that same kind of art graphical style, but this is by Natsume. So yeah, decent little game. Haven't played a great deal of this. I was playing it on the emulator before I picked it up, but yeah, really happy to get it into the collection, and will definitely be giving this one a lot more time. And finally, for the Super Nintendo, another shooter. And this has now claimed my the title of my favourite shooter of all time. On the Super Nintendo, I really loved Pop and Twinbee. The first one. So again, it's a vertical shooter. I know it's quite a cutesy kind of shooter, but I really enjoyed that game. Really enjoyed it. and I still do, but this game has knocked it off the top spot. Really like this game, and it is the mighty Aero Fighters for the Super Nintendo, and it's in quite nice condition. The label has got a little bit of like, well, just marks and rub basically, but it's, yeah, it's all original. It's an original label. It's got a binware. It's had a little bit of loving, and rightly so. It's a fantastic game, and I've been playing this using the SNES Advantage arcade stick, and it is just brilliant. You set the Y button to like turbo fire, and you just basically hold that down and just spread. It's wicked. Spread the bullets, and the power up's brilliant. When you shoot like the larger planes, and you get the power up, and you can then like basically fill the screen with like spread of bullets. It's wicked. Yeah, really enjoy this game. I've completed it already on a couple of times on easy, with 5 lives and 5 continues, and I can just do it. I can do it with literally like my last life, and just finish it. But if it's any more difficult, I can't finish it. So it's one I'm going to get to master. Yeah, really enjoy playing this game. I've been playing this one quite a lot recently. So that is Aero Fighters. Okay guys, that is the pickups for this time. Hope you've enjoyed the video. There is some more bits and pieces in the pipeline. I've got some new hardware items to show you that I've now got set up behind the camera, and I've also got some more games coming. Now I've got a little bit of an announcement to make, and the announcement is that I'm basically going to be buying a lot more box complete games, and I'm actually moving more towards the Super Nintendo at the moment. I've decided I've got a lot of Super Nintendo loose cartridges that I'm wanting to swap out for box complete copies. So it's going to take a bit of time, but yeah, I'm looking to basically concentrate a bit more on the Super Nintendo. The NES has had a lot of loving over the last year, maybe 2 years really. And I'm just going to kind of like not put the NES on hold or pause it. If I see something, obviously I'm going to pick it up if I want it. But I'm really looking at the minute is I'm going to kind of move to the SNES for a little while, start picking up a few SNES games. So yeah, the next lot of pickups is probably going to be more Super Nintendo focused. So yeah, that's it guys. I wanted to kind of just throw that in there as a bit of a teaser for next time. I've already got some games lined up for the Super NES to show you, but again, that'll be another video. I've also, yeah, going to show you the setup behind the camera, sorry. And once that's all done, I've got all this crap sorted out down here, I'll be doing another room tour. So guys, I'll leave it there, leave you hanging a little bit. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I shall catch you again soon for the next one. Take it easy.